Okay, hey guys, good morning everyone. This is Jonathan or Buddha, and this is gonna be a sit-down vlog. Happy Pride to everyone. It's June 2024. As of time being, I'm recording this video. It's June 10, 2024. So mid-month na po. Happy Pride everyone. If you notice guys, around the corner, lalo na sa Maynila, makikita nyo yung mga rainbow flag more than the Philippine flag. Kasi kung tutusin, Independence Day, it's gonna be 2 days from now, which is June 12. So it's the Independence Day of the Philippines. But if you notice outside, around the corner, dito sa Metro Manila, sa BGC, sa Taguig, Manila, Mandaluyong, Quezon City, Caloocan, if you notice various buildings and establishment, they're more displaying this rainbow flags instead of Philippine flag. So that's kind of questionable when it comes to celebration culturally. But again, I just want to give you an idea, guys. Ako kasi talaga, I'm a part of the LGBT community since I came out back then. Kasi bata pa ako, alam ko na nag-come out ako, bata pa ako sa, alam mo yun, sa fetus pa ako, alam ko na talaga eh. So my family and relatives sa Bohol, San Isidro Bohol, they are very accepting and hindi big issue ang LGBT doon talaga, doon sa family namin. And if you are actually, which is, I have already discussed that in my previous video, how lucky I am doon sa Orbuda clan namin kasi lahat kami mga pamilya may mga LGBT talaga, and every time na mag-reunion kami, hinahanap kung saan yung sinong bakla dyan, sinong tomboy sa inyong family. So that's how I grew up doon sa Bohol. So I'm lucky kasi nga lumaki ako sa ganong scenario na hindi ako dumaan sa pangbubugbog. So ibig para lang, mag-come out, no transition sa pag-come out. And then hindi ako nahirapan kaya I'm extremely confident and I know who I am when it comes to gender's identity. So with that being said, nung napunta ako dito sa Manila, I've attended a lot of LGBTQIA community event and specifically Pride Parade. So that was starting 20 years ago. So I'm already 37, so like around 15 to 20 years ago, uma-attend pa ako ng Pride Parade, and it's totally different kung paano niya sinicelebrate recently. Before, nung nag-ano pa ako, uma-attend ako, it was actually conducted dito sa Maynila, sa Luneta, and few to more people na sumasali at that time dahil siguro kunti lang yung come out at that time. Siguro mga ilang grupo lang, mga 4 to 5 to 7 groups. Like for example, grupo ng mga transgender, grupo ng mga lesbian, grupo ng mga bisexual, grupo ng mga bakla. And then, at the same time, may mga sumasamang mga allies na hindi ko alam kung tinitake advantage ito. Like for example, yung mga grupong Kilusang Mayo Uno, mga Gabriela, and then mga human rights movement. Yan, sumasali sila, nagdadala sila ng placards. And I'm not against with those allies na ginagamit yung event just for their own purpose. But at that time, ganun lang talaga. Gusto ko lang i-highlight sa inyo kung kukonti lang talaga at that time, okay? Then I attended every year because that's how I'm passionate and very supportive sa event na ganyan, kasi ako nakikita ko kasi yung mga sitwasyon ng mga LGBT members sa Philippines in comparison sa pinanggalingan ko, kasi wala talagang problema sa amin talaga, girl. Sa Bohol wala talaga. Well, sa pamilya lang namin, pero iba kasi kinakahiya magkaroon ng LGBT members sa ibang pamilya, pero sa clan namin hindi siya big deal sa amin. So, may comparison ako. And then, year to year, uma-attend ako. Kung maikwento ko lang sa inyo, previous years, 15 years ago, after naming mag-Pride Parade, iikot lang kami sa Luneta. Konti lang ang grupo, and then we're shouting, crying for help. It's a protest. And you know, the essence of Pride Parade, literally, kung ano ang essence ng Pride Parade. And after noon, kinagabihan, after na yung Pride Parade namin, alas 3 siya mostly, and then after kinagabihan, alas 6, uuwi lang, kakain, and then afterwards, merong Pride party, kinagabihan. It's more on white party. Magsusuot kayo ng white lahat. And isasara yung buong, dyan sa Adriatico Street, yung buong kahabaan ng mga bars dyan. Isasara siya. And then, doon kami magpa-party. Like, siksikan ang dami. And then, hindi siya ganun kadami nung mga umattend nung parade. it's more on night party. It's white night party. And then makikita mo, makikilala ka ng mga random gays, lesbian na mostly bumababa sila from Baguio or from any provinces just to celebrate for that one night only. And then, yun, makakamit ka ng random people. Wala pang social media at that time. So, sobrang saya. Ganon siya. Come along, year to year, ayan, umaatin ako, I truly understand, observe, notice the transition yung before and now. So, last year, umattend ako last year, 2023, Pride Parade dito sa Quezon City. And then, back then, isa lang yung organizer. Isa lang yung organizer back then. So, kaya, lahat ng mga LGBT community, isang location, isang celebration. Now, recently, dalawa, ma'am. Naging political siya. Dalawang organizers. Meron dito sa QC, meron dito sa Makati. The same date. So, nahahati na yung LGBTQIA. It's more on political na tuloy siya. And then, nagkaroon ng dalawang organizers na I don't know the intention and the purpose bakit sila naghiwalay. Is it money motivating or what not? I'm not really sure. Pero doon ako sumasama sa marami, 'di ba? Sa marami. So, doon ako sumasama sa mga original talaga. So, doon ako sumasama doon sa Quezon City and I actually noticed the congested location. Ang laki na ng Quezon City Circle pero ang dami nang umaattend, which is in a way nakakatuwa siya kasi nga marami nang nakakaalam about sa LGBTQIA community event, which is the Pride Parade. Pero ang napapansin ko, which is something na disappointing, kasi in comparison 15 years ago, which is lima-limang grupo or 7 grupo, I can no longer feel the essence ng Pride Parade recently na sobrang commercialized siya talaga. Like, it's becoming more on promotion, sponsorship, earning money. Kasi sobrang pumapasok na yung mga brand. Like, for example, a certain brand, maglagay lang ng float, then mag-display sila ng mga nakahubad na damit, or a representative from LGBTQIA, or something na celebrity na member ng LGBTQIA, or yun, maraming float, and then, it's more on branding. It's more on becoming an avenue to monetize and to promote your brand, instead of the essence of Pride Parade itself. That's extremely disappointing sa part ko na nakaka-disappoint siya in a way, pero nakakatuwa dahil nga mas marami na siyang uma-attend. Pero lahat ba ng naka-attend na yun ng mga members and allies, naintindihan ba ninyo kung ano yung essence ng LGBTQIA Pride Parade? Kasi it's becoming like an avenue of advertising. It's becoming more on political na kasi maraming mga politician nagsasalita na they support LGBTQIA but behind it, hindi naman talaga. But alam na kasi natin na it's sa dami ng umaattend at sa dami ng mga LGBT talaga sa Philippines talaga, it's something na may market and something na pag binanggit mo sila, alam mo supportive kasi you have no idea how strong the LGBT community people. They have this so-called pink money or in lahat naman ng mga members ng LGBTQIA very sila competitive sa buhay kasi alam nilang they are marginalized culture or community and they have to prove every time na lang talaga ipoprove nila yung sarili. That's how they're more competitive than the normal heterogender. So if pag nagsama-sama talaga yan lahat, sobrang strong. Ganun siya. And as a marketing strategist or an advertiser, it's something na target siya for marketing. Kasi meron talaga. Madami talaga at may possibility. Plus pa yung mga allies. Pag nakikita mo yung recently may mga billboard na dalawang lalaki na kapag nag-drive ka, bigla magkukunik yung dalawang billboard and then maghalikan yung dalawang lalaki. It's actually a good idea sa mga marketing companies or advertising companies. It's really a great idea. Tapos may mga teleserye na din na mga same-sex relationship. They're more open to that. Which is, in a way, how I see it, it's in the Philippines, more on we are being tolerated than being accepted at all. Kasi may mga nakikita ako dyan, mga nag-holding hands na same-sex hindi na masyadong pinapansin. It's being tolerated. But how about the acceptance? Kasi wala na yung essence ng Pride Parade. You have no idea what's the Pride Parade, and it's not supposed to be a celebration, but it's a commemoration doon sa napaka-tragic na event, and that was June 28, 1969 sa New York City. So, bakit nagkaroon ng Pride Parade? Just to give you an idea, there was like a Stonewall riots ang tawag doon, wherein yung mga group of LGBT, kasi at that time, 1969, yung mga LGBT or mga bakla, very suppressed. They can't express, they can't, provide the freedom of expression, kung ano ba talaga sila, they're being judged, who they were at that time. So, nagkaroon sila ng safe space, and that's a club doon sa Stonewall Inn. So, isang club siya, and then masaya ang club, ganyan, may mga empleyado, it's a club. It's a place where they can be safe, but nagkaroon ng riot. Yung New York NYCPD ni raid ito, and it lasted for 6 days riot. At nagkaroon ito ng dumami. Parang it was like a life-changing event ng LGBTQIA community, kasi kailangan na nating itigil ito. Hindi na dapat natin suppress. So lumaban sila, nagkaroon ng riot, and it lasted for 6 days. Pati sa mga corner, pati sa mga it's tragic talaga siya. So riot kung riot talaga siya. Kaya nagkaroon siya ng way to become like a gay rights movement in the United States, at the same time around the world. And that's why we commemorate this every June instead of celebration. And it's becoming more commercialized na recently, which nawala. Girl, mapapansin mo talaga pag pumunta ka doon sa pupunta ka doon sa mga nag-message, yung mga event na ganito, more on party na siya. It's more on celebration, and wala na talaga yung commemoration. It's supposed to be a shout and cry for help. It's supposed to be a protest na, hey, nag-exist kami. Can we have a space and also a safe space in this world without judgment and condemnation sa mga religious group, heteronormative na mga tao. Yung mga ganun ba na even like same-sex marriage, walang law na ganun, walang SOGI bill, walang nagpo-protect sa amin talaga at all. Wala. Kung halimbawa, for example, yung mga sinisigaw kasi supposedly dyan sa Pride Parade na yan is ma-approve na yung same-sex marriage. Why? Bakit? Kasi pag dalawang lalaki nagkasal, pag nag-loan, ma-approve. Kasi nga, covered ng law. Pero kung halimbawa dalawang domestic partners lang kami, parehas na lalaki, parehas na babae, hindi kami makapag-loan. Hindi kami protected doon sa kasi kaya halimbawa, nagkasakit yung ka-partner mo, hindi ka makapag-decide sa hospital. Ang decision making ay manggagaling sa pamilya, hindi galing sa'yo, na ikaw na supposedly ang mag-aalaga. Walang nagpo-protect sa inyo, like insurance companies. Walang ganun, ma'am. Well, recently, meron sa Quezon City na may ganun na silang mandate dyan na covered na kaya yung lalo sa mga health insurance na ganun. Meron na, it evolved time to time, pero hindi pa rin siya totally talaga. So, yun lang talaga ang gusto kong ma-bring up in this video. Kasi I was stumbled upon every time talaga na pupunta ako sa work, nakikita ko yung mga logo ng company, mga building. Colorful siya, ma'am. But, do you have an idea what really the Pride should be? So, yun lang naman. Thank you so much, guys. Happy Pride, everyone.